Hi guys, welcome to Flip the Deck Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to take a look at your person's current feelings when it comes to you and this connection. So we will take a look at how this person is currently viewing and feeling about this connection in general. And then we're also going to take a look at how this person is viewing you and how they are feeling about you at this current point in time. So we have 3 readings to choose from today. For reading number 1, we're going to be using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and this reading is connected to this orange feather. I'm actually going to give you just a peek at whichever card is on top of each of these decks, so it'll give you a little feeling for the deck, and maybe the card will play into your reading as well. So for the Cosmic Slumber Tarot reading number 1, we have the Ace of Pentacles at the top of the deck. Okay. For reading number 2, we're going to be using the Gilded Tarot, and this reading is paired with a blue feather. The card on top of the deck is the Page of Swords. All right, and for reading number 3, we're going to be using the Star Spinner Tarot, and this reading is paired with the purple feather. And let's give you a peek at the top card of this deck. We have the 3 of Coins, or the 3 of Pentacles. All right, take as much time as you need to pick the reading that is calling to you the most. I'm going to have your timestamps down below in the description box, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, number 1, if you were drawn to the Cosmic Slumber Tarot and the orange feather, this is going to be your reading. We're going to look at how the person on your mind is currently feeling about you and the connection between the two of you. So before we jump in, I want to take a look at the card that was actually at the top of the deck for you guys when I showed you one card from the deck, and I thought we'd talk a little bit about the energy. So you guys had the Ace of Pentacles at the top of the deck. All aces are about potential. It's about something new. So for a lot of you, this could be a new connection. There could be something that needs to be renewed, or something that is starting over in this connection. And mainly what I want to say about this energy is, with the Ace of Pentacles, there is kind of the energy of there being a lot of potential for something to grow, a lot of potential for something to thrive. So this could be your energy, or this could be the energy that we're picking up on from your person. But just to touch on that in terms of how it can play into what's going on in this connection, I'm seeing that there is a lot of potential, or someone's seeing that there's potential in this connection, or that there was potential in this connection. The way this hand is kind of reaching out to grab that pentacle there. So it feels like something's ripe for the picking, and that there is or was potential here. So we will shuffle that energy back into the deck and kind of refer back to it. See how that might play in. So I want to just start off with some tarot, and I want to start by looking at the connection in general. So I want to look at how this person is viewing this connection in general. What are their thoughts and feelings when it comes to this connection? How do they see it? For number 1, how is number 1's person viewing the connection as a whole? We have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups can talk a lot about choices. I even think sometimes this card can represent a lot of confusion. It's interesting, this imagery. This person doesn't look necessarily overwhelmed by their options. They almost look kind of happy and peaceful. So it's interesting how I'm picking up on that. We will look into this more. For some of you, I think this person views this connection as something that is full of possibilities, and that might excite them. The 7 of Cups energy, that might excite them. So let's see. How are they viewing this connection as a whole? What are their current feelings about this connection? We have the 4 of Torches. So the 4 of Wands. Yeah. There's a feeling of commitment here with this 4 of Wands. This is sometimes referred to as the the marriage card. So this could be that they view this connection as something that can grow into something more, something that can thrive, something where there's a lot of different options, a lot of different possibilities for how the two of you can work together, how you can build something together. How are they viewing this connection? This connection. We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to get some bottom of the deck energy. Six of Pentacles. So already a couple of themes of balance here. We have the Four of Torches, the Six of Pentacles, and there's this feeling, two sevens as well. For some of you, there might be some connection to the number 7. And it could even be because we're talking about how this person views this connection in general. This person could have started to see repeating 7s, or something significant could have happened like on the 7th or the 7th month of the year or something in this connection. And that could be a little bit of an indication of that. Sometimes when I start to get that indication, it just means that this person's starting to see signs, or they have seen signs in connection with this relationship. So it could be at the beginning of this relationship, they started to like notice synchronicities. They saw your name everywhere. They saw the same number everywhere or something. And it's kind of just this, this little clue that this connection has tuned them into something. I'll say, like, it has, made them more aware in some way. And a lot of times that's in very subtle energies. So they're picking up on the subtle energies now. They're viewing this as a way for them to connect, a way that they have become more connected. So back to this balanced idea. So we have the Four of Torches here, the Six of Pentacles, both cards that talk about things being balanced, things being reciprocal, and coming from both sides, kind of evaluating where the give and take is with that Six of Pentacles. But with this 4, it's like there is stability here. There's stability in some sort of equal give and take. This is also, this Four of Torches energy is also kind of this feeling of like celebrating something, feeling happy about things, reuniting. So for some of you, if there's separation in this connection, this person views this connection as one that they want to reunite, something that they want to repair, that they want to rebuild. If we think about this idea of stability and a firm foundation, 4s talk about the home. So this could be somebody who wants to solidify this connection by moving in together, repairing the home, maybe reconciling. This kind of energy here. I feel like this person views this connection as something that's definitely worth waiting for, something that is worth putting the work into, and something that has the potential to be balanced. It has the potential to be reciprocated. Yeah. There's kind of this feeling where I'm evaluating, like, there's this energy here. I feel like your person has really evaluated what they give to this connection and what this connection gives to them. And I feel with this balanced energy that when they evaluate it, they realize that they gain a lot more from this connection than it's not necessarily than they give. Now, this could be the case in your connection that there was something out of balance. And that might be why they're drawing attention to this balanced energy, because they're realizing that something needs to come into balance in this connection. Someone's maybe not giving as much as the other. But I feel like what they've discovered is that they gain a lot more from this connection than maybe they thought was possible. And sometimes I feel like when they evaluate it, they think maybe it's a lot of hard work, or maybe there's a lot to build and grow here, but the reward that they get is so much more and so much greater than any work that they would have to put in with the Seven of Pentacles energy. There is this feeling of waiting that's coming through, and there could be the need to make a choice here with the Seven of Cups. there could be some hesitation toward this connection for some of you, and this feeling of this person waiting and evaluating and kind of displaying some sort of patience or some sort of delay. Seven of Pentacles can talk about delayed success. And I feel, especially after this Queen of Swords energy, with the Queen of Swords being very logical and very straightforward, I feel like if we're looking at this as the connection as a whole, I feel like this person feels like the connection as a whole is logical and straightforward. Almost like the Queen of Swords is representing the connection and what role this connection plays in this person's life, because I feel like this person feels that this connection makes sense, that it really is straightforward, that the feelings that they have here can't be denied, and it's almost like some kind of sharp realization for them. But there is there's a bit of a delay, and this could be a delay in them opening up, a delay in them communicating, a delay in them maybe prioritizing, because with the Seven of Cups, we've got a lot of things on our plates, you know, and they might need to prioritize this connection. But there is this feeling that something about this connection is balanced, it's stable, and it makes sense. It makes sense to them. It feels like home to them. It feels stable. It's something they want to celebrate. And the main thing that they feel about the connection is they think that the two of you are a good team. There's something about your dynamic that makes you a good team. It makes you balanced. It could be that you are very opposite and you kind of balance each other out, or you're very similar and you get each other, but there's something about it to them that just totally makes sense. Let's look at how this person is feeling about you. So we've looked at how they're feeling about the connection as a whole. How are they feeling about number one specifically? How are they feeling about number one? What are their current feelings for number one? What are their current feelings for number one? Wow. We have the universe, the world. What are their current feelings for number one? Ten of Swords. What are their current feelings for number one? Four of Cups. What are their current feelings for number one? Wow. The Lover's card. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, we have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Wow. First of all, there are really strong feelings here with the Lovers coming out here. Gemini energy. We have Scorpio energy too with the Death card. I feel like this person has really strong emotional feelings for you. Four of Cups, the Lovers. They see you as a partner and as an equal partner. And we were talking about that balance. So there is this feeling of reciprocation here. The Lovers not only suggests a romantic connection, but it suggests a partnership that is balanced, that is fair, that's equal. A partnership where both people see eye to eye, where their goals are aligned, and they see you as somebody who could fill that slot for them, like that is, because some of you might be in a committed relationship with this person that is that partner. So again, that feeling of potential, and for some of you, I feel like they realize that they have experienced this potential. So it's almost like the potential has been realized for some of you. There's something here emotionally that they don't want to let go of. So what's interesting about this Four of Cups, the Four of Cups can talk about things that are unexpected to us, things that maybe we are not interested in, that we are feeling unfulfilled by, and kind of questioning, what do we want to bring into our life? What do we want to accept? What do we want to reach out for? And the imagery on this Four of Cups is a lot different than what it typically is. This person here is almost giving me Four of Swords energy, with this feeling of taking a step back and resting, recuperating, maybe thinking and contemplating on some things. But this person is also reaching out and grabbing hold of this cup. So I feel like there's some emotional connection here that this person doesn't want to let go of. There's some part of you and what this connection brings to them that they don't want to let go of. They see you as somebody who has changed them a lot. Someone who has, I don't want to say forced because I don't feel like you forced this on them. I think that your presence in their life has inspired a change in them. It's inspired a transformation in them with the Death card. They feel like you are, and this connection is something that has changed them on a really deep level. Yeah, this transformation here, I feel like mainly the energy that I'm getting here about how they're feeling about you is they feel so deeply for you in this connection. The Universe card or the World card, Libra energy here coming out for you. This is again a transformation, a transition, and we're actually starting and ending this spread where we're looking at how this person is feeling for you with a card about stepping into the new, transforming, learning, and growing. So the World and the Death card. They're feeling like you have transformed them on a level that that most people wouldn't have been able to. So there's some kind of change that you have inspired in them. And they feel a lot of love for you. They also, it's interesting because with this Ten of Swords energy, I feel like, I do feel this feeling of defeat here. There's this feeling that this connection and this bond that they feel with you could crush them, is kind of how this is coming through, because it has inspired so much change. It has inspired so many emotions. There's something here that they definitely don't want to let go of, but there is this feeling that they could be crushed by this type of, I want to say love. For some of you, I don't know if your connection is at that level, but by this, this level of connection, this level of this type of emotional bond that they're feeling with you, it's like they realize that this could crush them or it could make them soar. Look at this Ten of Swords. We're seeing two sides of the same coin here. We're seeing someone who's either defeated or who's flying, who's free. And this, it's really interesting that this person is face up. The Ten of Swords, typically the person is face down. This kind of feels like, it feels like a defeat that they knew they were walking into in a way. It feels almost like they went in with eyes wide open. They went in almost coming towards you and coming into this environment of these deep emotional feelings. And then it kind of feels like they know that these feelings could defeat them at the same time, that this connection could be so strong that it could overwhelm them, but at the same time, it could build them up. Like there's a reason they want to hold on to this. It could build them up. It could have them transforming and soaring. There's deep feelings here, especially here with the lovers. There's deep, deep feelings here. There's a deep emotional bond. I want to pull some oracle cards and see what is going on. Stuff is so small. Let's see. So number one, how is this person feeling? How are they feeling about number one in this connection? Okay, we have defeat. This is This is that Ten of Swords feeling. I feel like this person feels defeated by this connection. They feel at times overwhelmed by this connection, overwhelmed, and almost like they want to kind of take a step back, or they want to keep themselves protected. But there's something about this that they don't want to let go of with this Four of Cups. There's something about this they don't want to let go of. The balance, the partnership, the way that the two of you kind of understand each other on a deep level, and the way that this has made them feel like they want to grow into a better person. Like there's some element here of wanting to change, wanting to progress, wanting to evolve, and this connection is inspiring that in them. I'm going to pull another card. These cards aren't actually oracle cards. This is a tarot deck, but I'm going to use it in this portion of the reading. There's something kind of similar to an oracle deck about this particular tarot deck. So let's see. Oh, went on the floor. Let's see. So we have the Knight of Mirrors, which would be the Knight of Swords. This card actually says the meathead. Okay, I feel like this person is overwhelmed by these emotions. So that idea of the meathead, it's kind of somebody who's like not necessarily very equipped to deal with whatever emotions or whatever communication is necessary that's right in front of them. I feel like this person might feel that they aren't equipped. Like there's some level of emotion here that's maybe more than they've ever dealt with before. It almost makes them feel thrown off balance, which is funny because it's like this connection makes them feel more balanced than ever. And then there's something about it that makes them feel off balance as well. Very interesting energy, and kind of this this feeling of wanting to communicate. So the Knight of Mirrors is the Knight of Swords, and swords are about our thoughts, our communication. This person might have a lot on their mind that they want to communicate with you. This came out over the Ten of Swords. They might feel a little bit defeated or overwhelmed by the amount of emotion that they have going on and what they want to communicate, what they feel is necessary to come to light in this situation, even if that's just the uncovering of some of their emotions. Let's look a little bit deeper here. What are their current feelings for number one? We have soul family. Wow. This person views you as a soulmate, as a really special connection in their life. Soul family coming out over the Lovers. This is definitely something they don't want to lose. And this card, because it talks about our soul family, and this can be outside of a romantic connection, it's like this person feels connected to you on a deeper level than just somebody that they, you know, someone they just met, or somebody. This is like the type of connection of someone you've known for a long time, even a past life connection. That feeling of home that we were talking about here with the Four of Torches, that's what that is. That's like recognizing someone right away, even if you've never met them before. There's something very familiar about them. There's something, something about the way the two of you communicate. We have dolphins in the background here, whales as well. Deep emotional connection that we were talking about as well. So really repeated imagery there, but this person views you as a part of their soul tribe, and maybe someone that they have done several lives with, or someone that they have known before. So this card says call in your tribe, and you don't have to do it alone. I believe that this person is viewing you as someone who is a great ally for them, a great partner for them, something that's really balanced. And I think that they're realizing that through this connection, if they were able to open up, if they are able to open up, this connection actually provides this immense amount of support and of comfort. And I feel like that happens on both ends here. So this is someone who might sometimes feel alone. They might feel like they have to kind of do life alone, or they don't have anyone there to partner with them, to listen to them, to whatever it might be. And I feel like in this connection, the two of you fill that role for each other. So they're seeing that with you, they don't have to feel alone. They don't even have to go through this growth and these transitions and make these choices that might be on the table for them by themselves. So they see you as like a really important part of their life, someone that they want to welcome into more areas of their life, and someone that feels, I want to say, oddly familiar to them. And that might be on both ends. Everything on this card is mirrored. So this could be mirrored energy here. That this person has felt very familiar to you. Let's see. How is this person currently feeling about number one? How are they currently feeling about number one? We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Wow. There's a determination here. There's something really determined here. And it's interesting because we do have this feeling of defeat and the Ten of Swords energy. For some of you, there might have been a break in this connection. There might have been something that caused things to fall apart, or something that stopped communication here, because there is this feeling of defeat. So there's this time when this person felt like they couldn't win. They felt like they had let something slip through their fingers that was really, really important. We can see that here with the Lovers card, with the Six of Pentacles, something that was reciprocated, something that was stable and that was built on a solid foundation, or that had a great deal of potential. And there might have been a time when they felt completely defeated. Honestly, they might feel defeated from time to time still, because I think there's something here going on emotionally that's making this person feel like it's a little overwhelming emotionally to open up all the way. But there's this feeling of determination here, and it seems like that is kind of winning out for this person. It's like there's something they need to release. There's something they want to let go of so they can drop this feeling of defeat as well. That might be the feeling that they want to release, this feeling of being defeated. I really think it's that Four of Cups energy there. There's a cup here that they want to reach out and take. There's an emotional path that they want to reach out and take. And I wonder if they just kind of feel like sometimes they aren't stepping up to the plate in that way. Sometimes they aren't opening up as much as they could. They're not communicating. And at that point, they feel defeated for not expressing themselves. What's interesting about this defeat energy is this feeling of defeat is about being able to release things so that we can let something new in. And we have this energy here with the universe and with death, this feeling of releasing, kind of shedding an old skin and becoming a new person. So these feelings of being defeated or being overwhelmed by this might be something that this person is trying to work past, because there's this idea of discipline and of really putting their mind to something. And we see how they're viewing this connection as very important. Let's get one more oracle card out here for you and see what's going on. How is number one's person currently feeling about them? We have Cut the Cords, another card about release. There's something this person needs to release. And when we go back to that Seven of Cups energy, there might be something that they need to make a choice about. And this might be something that affects a lot of areas of their life, because we're not looking at the kind of choice that's like between two things. So even if there are two main choices for this person to make, there might be several other options or several other things that get called into question when they do make this choice. And this could be a choice to be more emotional. This could be a choice to connect with you on a deeper level, or to make that firm commitment, because we have this Four of Torches energy, this commitment energy, this stable energy of a foundation here. But there's something that they want to release, or that they know they need to release, so that they can move out of this energy of defeat. An interesting message that's coming through for some of you is that this person may have kind of thrown themselves into some other activity For some of you, what's coming to mind is like they've been spending a lot of time at the gym, or they've been working out. And that's partly because of this meathead energy, but this can also talk about other areas of a person's life. But I do think that if there's separation here, this person tries to kind of drown out the sound from this connection, because if they think too much about it, they do fall into this energy of defeat. But they have a real determination to not let this slip through their fingers. So there is kind of this feeling that they will, almost like they're using this energy to better themselves in some way. So they might be getting really fit or getting healthy or something like that. It could be that they're working more, but I feel like they don't want to slip into this defeated energy. They want to remain positive about this, and there's things that they want to release, because seeing this balance and feeling so familiar with you and feeling like they recognize you, it's important to them. It is something that has stood out. It has really stood out to them. They can't ignore it. So yeah, there's this feeling of determination, this feeling of being very set on you, set on this potential that they see here. And some of it's the potential they're seeing in themselves to grow and to change through what they're experiencing in this connection. I actually set out this deck just in case. I feel like I do want to pull some of these cards and just see if we can get some messages about how this person is currently feeling right now. Maybe why they sometimes feel this feeling of defeat when it comes to this connection. Yeah, I think what they want to release here is the attachment to feeling defeated around their emotions. They want to release that. So what messages do you have for number one? How is their person feeling? How is number one's person feeling? So we have unsighted. So they're unable to see the complete extent of the toxicity they brought into the connection because that's all they know. Okay. Okay. For some of you, this person may have had slightly toxic behaviors. They might have hot and cold behaviors. And I'm kind of picking up on that because there's a lot of hopeful energy and a lot of energy around potential and connection, but then this person also feels defeated. So I feel like if this person is hot and cold and it has brought kind of a tone of toxicity to this relationship, it's because they kind of go back and forth between feeling like they can do this, like they can step up to the plate, like they can be the other balancing force to this, and like this connection is important enough for them to put in the work. And at the same time, that fear and that feeling of defeat, it can get in the way, and they might not even realize how damaging that hot and cold type of behavior can be. How is number one's person feeling? Wow. Hopeful. Exactly. It's back and forth, hopeful and defeated. I feel like this feeling of defeat for this person has more to do with what they think they're capable of, or if they think they're capable of shedding that old skin and kind of stepping into this new reality where the emotion is there, it's available, they're available. So this card says they're opening themselves to love. They're allowing themselves to dream. Yeah. They're letting themselves actually plan this. Four of Torches. Because you give their life meaning. Yeah. Well, how are they feeling temptation? So there's a lot of attraction here. And this says that each day it gets harder and harder to resist. I feel like this connection is forcing, it really is. It's forcing, it's pushing them to grow and to transform. And the temptation here, the attraction here, because there's a lot of attraction. And if they feel like they need to be disciplined in a certain area to make sure that this doesn't slip through their fingers, I feel like that is kind of the change that's happening in them, because the temptation is too much. And at the same time, I also feel like There's also kind of a message that the temptation to go back to their old ways or to resort to like old habits, old feelings of defeat. This is what they need to release. This is what they're cutting cords from. This is where they're not wanting to be attached anymore. And this can even be people in their life that kind of like encourage that sort of behavior for them, encourage them to go back into old habits. I feel like they're releasing that, and it's like it's harder and harder for them to not move toward this transformation. Even on this card, there's the snake on this card. So that idea of shedding an old skin, releasing something, moving into newness with something. Let's get another message. How is number one's person currently feeling? How are they currently feeling about them and this connection? Taking aim. Wow. They've stepped into their power, taking action towards you. They will not miss the mark this time. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yes. I feel like for a lot of you, that was kind of like, that was the energy here, that something may have gone wrong. There might be something that they are noticing that they missed the mark on before. This is where they are tempted to fall back into this feeling of defeat, because they might feel like they missed the mark, especially with the Lovers here, the soul family card, like the Four of Wands. It's like there's so much here, there's so much potential, and if they feel like they missed the mark, if they feel like they didn't step up when they should have, if they feel like they slipped into this feeling of being defeated, of being down and out, of losing, there's this energy in them that wants to kind of like rise up and switch this, like let go of this defeated outlook and start taking charge towards something. So yeah, there's really this feeling that this person's feeling so drawn to you. This person is feeling so attracted to you and so hopeful about this connection that they almost can't resist moving closer. They can't resist this change and transformation. And yeah, for a lot of you, this idea of taking aim is very relevant, because I just feel like as they make these changes and as they grow in this way, they really are, they're getting more clear about what they want. And it's like they're not going to mess it up this time. They're not going to leave things unsaid. They're not going to decide that they've been defeated before they've even tried. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for you, number one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye. Hi, number two. If you were drawn to the Gilded Tarot and the Blue Feather, this is going to be your reading. We're going to be looking at how the person on your mind is currently feeling about you and this connection. So before we jump into your tarot, I want to look at the card that came out for you in the intro. So this was the card that just happened to be at the top of the deck. And let's talk about this energy here. You had the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is eager. I feel like the Page of Swords is really excited and eager to learn more about a situation, eager to gather more information or to communicate more about something. So this could be someone who's really anxious to speak with you, to connect with you. Someone who's really anxious to get to know a little bit more about you, to get to know you on a deeper level. This could be kind of where this Page of Swords energy is coming from. I also pick up on a lot of communication here. So this could be, again, in the sense of wanting to get to know you better, wanting to communicate with you more. But for some of you, this could be a desire to communicate after a period of separation. And the fact that this is showing up as a page might mean that this person is a little bit, I'll say apprehensive, but it's like eager and apprehensive. They might be, they might feel a little immature in their approach, or they might feel a little bit scared or timid being a page. But because this is Swords energy, there's still some sort of drive, some sort of push for them to communicate or to find out more. So there is a desire here to move forward and to communicate. We'll see what type of energy this is, because the page energy can be interpreted as immature energy. So this could be an immature approach, or the desire to communicate when there's not much chance of that happening. So we'll look at this a little bit more. I just heard for some of you, you might have cut this person off. So that might be a little bit about why this is the energy they're finding themselves in as the page. They might be feeling a little like they're not equipped, or like they are not... like they won't have success trying to approach you or trying to communicate with you. So if that is the case, if the communication's been cut off and that was on your part, or you've held that separation in place, that could be why this person's showing up as a page. But in general, I would say they're very eager and want to know more, or want to clarify a situation here. So let's look at your tarot and find out how this person is viewing this connection. How are they feeling about this connection right now? How does number 2's person feel about this connection right now? How does number 2's person feel about this connection? We have the King of Cups in reverse. Oh, wow. I had to take a deep breath when I saw that. I feel almost overwhelmed. I feel like this person might be overwhelmed because that's the King of Cups. This could be emotional overwhelm that this person is feeling. Wow. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords. Worry, anxiety, late nights. I feel like this person might be having trouble sleeping. We have the Emperor here. The Six of Wands. Wow. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Swords. I was just about to say that I feel like there's a split decision, or there's very opposing energies here. And then we had the Two of Swords come out, which can talk about making a decision, maybe even sometimes being very confused about what decision we want to make. And a lot of times the Two of Swords represents a head versus heart issue. So I feel like that might be the case here, because we have a decent amount of Swords energy here, including the Nine of Swords, which is a card of worry. It's a card of a lot of anxious thoughts. Even sometimes some grief, so replaying things over in our heads, replaying events, replaying what we've said. So this person is in their head a lot about this connection. When they think about this connection, they're lost in their thoughts about it. They are contemplating how to approach it. They're not sure if they should go this way or if they should go that way. And they kind of turn over all of the options, all the decisions in their head. And there's this feeling of being overwhelmed by emotion here. Almost like a feeling of not being able to think clearly because of emotion. So this person might feel like they aren't able to use their logical side, or they aren't able to tap into this feeling of being reasonable, being stable, being level-headed. I feel like is how this is coming across. They aren't as able to be level-headed because their emotions have gotten into the way. And it's hard for me to even say that, because looking at this, I feel that their emotions are probably more spot on than any of the worries that are going through their head. But it feels to me like they're viewing these emotions as something that gets in the way, something that makes them feel untethered, unbalanced, and just kind of like out there. And it's causing a lot of worry for them. It's almost like these emotions are just swirling around inside of them, and there's no clear place for them to go. There's no clear place for them to be expressed. The fact that that's coming out, I feel like there might be, for some of you, a situation where maybe you did cut this person off, or maybe communication has been lost because it feels like there's a swirl of emotions and not a real outlet. Now, this can also happen when somebody's just holding their feelings in, when they aren't communicating as much as they should about their emotions, or they're trying to downplay what they're feeling on an emotional level because it doesn't make logical sense to them. That can be another reason that we see this King of Cups in reverse and this Nine of Swords. It's like the emotions are really bothering them. They're really worrying them. It's really on their mind a lot. And they're trying to make logical sense out of it, to the point that they lose sleep, to the point that they've got this playing in their mind all the time. But it's almost like it doesn't do them any good to be in their head like this until they get the emotions figured out. But they want to put, trying to logically sort this out, they want to put that ahead of diving into these emotions. Now, with this Emperor energy and the Six of Wands, I feel like there's this desire for this person to take charge in some way in regards to this connection. And I don't know if that means that they want to move towards you. And if they do, there's a heavy emphasis on communication. We even were looking at the Page of Swords when the card that was at the top of the deck. So at the very beginning of your reading, we were looking through that energy. So this was even this cerebral and this communication energy was coming out right from the beginning. So this might be that this person wants to take charge and move towards you and communicate something. I feel like they don't feel confident in communicating their emotions. So there might be kind of the tendency for them to talk to you about something else, not come out with the emotional issue at first. So they might kind of beat around the bush a little bit, or they might never get there. This might be someone who, if they do contact you, they don't really tell you the true reason for why they contacted you, or the true emotion behind their desire to reach out. But there's this feeling of them wanting to take charge, them wanting to move forward with this Emperor energy, wanting to take the lead. So there's this, it's very interesting here. I don't know. For some of you, this person really wants to step up and take the lead. And for others of you, this person views themselves as the leader in this connection. They might view themselves as the person who put in the effort, or the person who put themselves out there in some way. There's even maybe a feeling of being burned here when they think about this connection. This is very interesting energy, because I feel like for some of you, this person might feel that they opened up, that they exposed themselves in a way that made them feel vulnerable, and that somehow this has landed them in a position of stress or worry and anxiety. It might have just made them feel uncomfortable, but there is this feeling for them to step into this leadership role, to take charge. This could be moving towards you. There's this feeling of wanting wanting a victory here, wanting a win, wanting the communication to open up, wanting the conversation to go well, and needing to make some sort of choice or decision here. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a choice or decision about how to tap into this King of Cups energy, how to become more emotionally balanced. I feel like this person's in a place of, when they think about this connection, they think, am I going to become this emotional person, or am I going to get back to that place of emotion and get out of my head? Or am I going to stay trying to logically reason this? And which one is going to get me the victory? Which one is going to put me in this position where I feel like I'm in control of what's happening here? I feel like this person wants to feel in control when it comes to this connection. The Emperor in the upright and the King of Cups in reverse. Their emotions make them feel like they're not in control. But the place they'd want to be is here in this Emperor energy. They want to be in this forward moving energy, Aries energy here. Yeah. It's really interesting. For a lot of you, there's some worry here. There's some worry that something might have gone wrong, that something wasn't communicated, that something wasn't expressed. Worry that they didn't take the lead, that they didn't step up when they should have. And two totally different approaches I'm seeing. This approach where they're heavily in their thoughts about this versus this approach where they're heavily in their heart, where they're pursuing their emotional needs and they're honestly these kind of passionate feelings that they have for you. Emperor, Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a passionate feeling here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. Yeah. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. A lot of mental energy. Let's look at how this person is feeling about you specifically. How are they feeling about you? Because in terms of this connection, this person seems like there's deep emotions here. And like those emotions might scare them a little bit and they might make them feel out of control, out of their depth. And it's like there might be some regret here, some regret about not expressing some of that. How is number two's person feeling about them? How does number two's person feel about them? What are their current feelings for number two? What are their current feelings for number two? What are their current feelings for number two? We have the Three of Cups in reverse. I feel like they might feel that they left you out in the cold or that they were shut out. Interesting. How are they currently feeling about number two? The Knight of Pentacles. Current feelings for number two. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. And let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Wands. Wow. I feel like for a lot of you, this person does have a lot of regrets, and it has to do with being in that King of Cups energy in reverse. They feel like they didn't necessarily communicate accurately about their emotions. That communicating about emotions is not necessarily the easiest thing for them. So much energy in reverse here. And I feel like what's happening here is that this person wants to make sure that any step that they take towards you is a step in the right direction. They want to make sure that they do the right things, that they say the right things, that they don't give you the wrong idea or the wrong impression about what their intentions are. And there's a lot of energy of wanting something new and wanting something passionate here. Very interesting. What's really catching my attention here is this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because this is a card that talks a lot about hard work. So in the upright, I would think that this person wants to devote a lot of work to this connection, or that they see you putting in a lot of work and they appreciate that. What's so interesting about this card in reverse is one way that we can interpret this is repair work. So this is work that we put in that is not necessarily preemptive or before we have a problem. This can be work that we put in after there's a problem and there's something that needs to be repaired. So I think that for some of you, this person wants to kind of fix a mistake that they made or repair this connection between the two of you, reestablish this connection. I'm seeing a lot of distance here for a lot of you. The Three of Cups in reverse. The Three of Cups can talk about celebrating and coming together. And in its reverse position, I'm seeing that for a lot of you, there is a separation here. And this can be a separation because this was a breakup. This can also be the sort of separation that happens before a connection comes into into existence. So this could be that there is a distance between the two of you, and this person really wants to close this gap. It feels like they want to move slowly about this with this Knight of Pentacles. They want to close this gap, but they want to make sure that they do it right. So whatever mistake they made in the past, they don't want to make it again. And this can even be past relationships. If they have made mistakes in the past, if they've rushed into things, if they have not been as emotionally available as they wanted to be, they don't want to make those mistakes again. The Knight of Pentacles is very thoughtful about what steps he takes. And I feel like that's the energy that they are moving towards you with. Very thoughtful energy. Yeah, with this King of Pentacles. Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? That's what I want to know, because I feel like this person's very careful about how they approach you, but at the same time, they're doubting themselves. They're doubting themselves about what they can provide. They're doubting whether they can repair this. For some of you, because this is so central, I think for a lot of you, there is something that might need to be repaired. There might need to be a conversation had that clarifies things. Let's see about this King of Pentacles. Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? Temperance. Yeah. Yeah, there's the need for balance and for patience here. There's a need for self-control here. I feel like this person kind of sees you as someone who they want to move toward, they want to rush toward. That might be why these emotions feel so destabilizing for them. It feels so much like it has kind of thrown them off their course, and they want to prioritize being more logical about this. And so there is kind of this balance between like the logic and the emotion. There's also a balance here. If you look at these cups, there's fire coming out of one, maybe water coming out of the other. That could be air. But I feel like there's this need to balance the passion with the emotion, balance the logic with the emotional overwhelm. And it's like they might doubt whether they can do this, doubting that stability, doubting that King of Pentacles energy. Yes, Sagittarius energy with that Temperance card too. I feel like this person wants to rush and they want to go slow at the same time, and they want to be emotional and they want to be logical at the same time. And so it's a little bit hard, but it's like you're inspiring all of these emotions in them. The Ace of Wands, there's kind of this newness that they want to pursue with you. There's this passion that they want to pursue with you. There's more that they want to see, and it's like they want to do the repair work either to this connection or to themselves, because honestly this might be something that they've recognized they need to kind of work on, balancing out those emotions, taking charge and taking the lead, and being able to communicate what they want, being able to like kind of find this victory. It's like there's this part of them that wants to overcome this challenge. They want to repair what might have been broken in this connection, or what they're viewing as broken in them. King of Cups. Yeah. I want to look at this Ace of Wands as well. What is this Ace of Wands for? Oh, okay. Okay. Came out kind of to the side. I feel like this is in reverse. This is the Nine of Wands. So again, this energy of passion. But the Nine of Wands talks about maintaining boundaries. And this card, it came out sideways, but I'm pretty sure this was, this is kind of reversed energy. This is about letting go of those boundaries and pursuing this newness with you, pursuing this, this idea, this dream, this kind of passion that has the only word that's coming to mind is erupted inside of them, which is very odd, but it's like giving me obviously like volcano imagery, and we've got this fiery energy. So it could be that these feelings and this emotion felt like it came on really strong and really fast for this person and was overwhelming, like we were talking about before. Because a volcano, it's kind of it's a sudden thing. It's a sudden eruption. I'm going to clarify this Three of Cups as well. Why is this person viewing number 2 in this Three of Cups in reverse energy? Why is this Three of Cups in reverse? The Chariot. There's this desire to move forward. There's this desire to progress. Again, with that Emperor energy, Cancer energy with this. They see the potential. They see this connection, this way that they want to celebrate with you. They see the support here. They see a lot in this connection. Actually, they see a lot in this connection. There's this desire to progress, and there's this feeling of it's not there yet, or like the celebration can't happen yet. We're not quite there yet. Something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be repaired. Something needs to change. For some of you, this is something in their life, something totally independently their issue that they need to fix. And for some of you, this is something that happened between the two of you. Something that happened between the two of you that they feel like needs to be repaired. Very, very interesting energy here. Let me see if I can get the deck that I wanted to use. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry guys. I just realized that like a couple of the decks that I wanted to use are not within reach because I moved them. So gather everything. Let's look deeper into this energy. How is this person currently feeling? What are their current feelings for number 2? How are they currently feeling about number 2? Oh, we got the Truth card. I feel like this person doesn't really want to ignore the truth anymore, and this comes back to this King of Cups energy. They don't want to ignore what they're feeling. They want the truth to come out. They want to communicate the truth. They want to communicate what's worrying them, what's bothering them, what their concerns are, their desire to move forward, or this passionate energy that they're feeling. But there's something maybe a little held back, or there's some worry here. There might even be a lack of communication, like we've been talking about. All this Swords energy here, but they're really in their head about it. And it's like in their head, they're turning around the truth. They're trying to get in touch with their feelings and make sense out of them. But in terms of speaking up about all of that, it feels like this is a desire on their part. We're going to look a little bit deeper. I'm going to use this tarot deck. I kind of use this deck as an oracle deck sometimes, so we're going to pull you a card out of this deck and see. Okay, where did the card go? It slipped out of my hand. Okay. The Queen of Flutes. That's the Queen of Cups, the caregiver. Wow, that's emotional truth. So we have the Queen of Cups here, the King of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting like counterpart energy here with that. First of all, it does feel like potentially this masculine energy here, which the person doesn't have to be male, but potentially that masculine energy there is not as in touch with their emotions, because we have the Queen of Cups coming out here as this nurturing figure. And I feel like in some way, this person is kind of viewing this as a form of nurturing or self-care to actually get in touch with their emotions enough to tap into this truth. It almost feels like they're realizing that denying any deeper feelings or not communicating about their deeper feelings or their true emotional feelings and needs is almost like holding them back. And they want to nurture their own heart. They want to nurture your heart. It just feels like they're starting to realize that they're doing themselves a disservice here if they don't tap into and if they don't allow themselves to fully realize that truth. I feel like this is about understanding and accepting the truth for themselves. That's kind of how it's coming through. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. There's something that needs to change here. There's something that they want to repair and something that they're viewing as like an opportunity. The interesting thing about this energy as it's unfolding is it's feeling like it's to them, like this is appearing more, oh, how can I say this? It's almost like they're realizing in what way, and maybe I did say this, in what way they're doing themselves a disservice, because it does feel like they're recognizing they would be more connected, that life would be more fun if these emotions were fully expressed, if they were fully realized. And this is kind of like doing this dance with you, being in this place of connectivity, being in this place of love and of nurturing. It requires acknowledgement of the truth. It requires them to really get in touch with how they are feeling first and foremost. And it just feels like this is seeming like an appealing energy to them. I'm going to pull a couple of more oracle cards. And see what this energy is about. Oh, that flipped right over. We have doubt. Yeah. I feel like it's the doubt that caused them to be in this King of Cups energy in the first place. There's kind of this doubt whether they'll be able to be everything that you need, whether you can accept their truth, if they should express their emotions on this deep level. There's a little bit of apprehension around that. I feel like this person kind of feels like they've been holding back a lot, and that's where this Nine of Swords energy is coming from. They don't really want to hold that back anymore, but there's this doubtful feeling about if it'll work out if they express all of it. If they kind of sink into that, what will happen? Yeah, there's definitely this feeling of not wanting to avoid this truth anymore. Even if this is about something that they did to damage this connection, they don't want to avoid the truth of what has taken place here. Let's see. What are their current feelings? Harmony and resolution. That's that same energy of dance with life. They want to bring harmony to this situation. If there's something that needs to be repaired, they want to fix it. They want to just be in this place of balance, of this place of, like this card shows, this dance with life, opening up, being more emotionally available. And they want to find that balance and harmony with you. There is a little bit of doubt here. I can't deny that, but overwhelmingly, this energy is very positive. It's a very hopeful energy. It's the energy of like, I know this could be good if only these changes could be made, if only this could be fixed, if only I could balance this out a little bit more. There's kind of that feeling. There is worry here. There's worry and anxiety. It's the doubt about being accepted, about having their truth accepted, about being wanted, about this working out. There's the doubt there. And that does worry them. So I have this deck here just to see if we can get some more messages. And I wasn't really even sure if I was going to use it in reading one, but I did. And I'm feeling the same way. I'm feeling like, let's see what messages we can get from this person. How they are currently feeling. How are they currently feeling about number 2 in this connection? We have the rival. So they chose someone else over you. And though it wasn't what they wanted, they thought it was the right thing to do. We were talking about decisions here, so there could have been a bad decision. This could be a third party type of situation for some of you. For others of you, it doesn't have to be another person that they chose. It could even be, in some cases, themselves, if they chose to protect themselves, to bury their feelings like we have with this King of Cups energy. It could be that they kind of, they picked their own selfish needs, or they picked protecting themselves over nourishing and nurturing this connection. And this could also mean that they've picked something else in their life, not necessarily another person, but they prioritized something else over this connection. Love is a fire. So you set their heart on fire. Yes, that is, where did we have it? This Ace of Wands energy. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. There's a lot of passion here. Yeah, an undeniable connection. An undeniable connection is what that card says. That's what I'm feeling here. The truth. Because there's something that's undeniable about this. So they do want to uncover the truth. And I feel really strongly for a lot of you, although I think there's a truth that this person wants to reveal to you, I think that for the most part, they really want to come to terms with this truth for themselves. They really want to allow themselves to feel everything and to not worry so much. What are their current feelings for number 2? What are their current feelings for number 2? Current feelings for number 2. Ooh, okay. Divine intervention. So they're experiencing many tower moments in their life. Yes. And it's helped them to gain clarity. Yes. Absolutely. Back and forth. They're trying to make sense of this connection, but their emotions swing back and forth between two extremes. Yes. Total confirmation on some of the messages I was receiving before, and I am so thankful for that, because yes, right from the beginning, it's like there's something there is kind of this back and forth. There is this feeling of I want to take charge and I know what to do, and I want to win, like I really need this to work, I really want this victory. And then at the same time there's this feeling of, but these emotions, it's too much, I can't make sense of them. So yeah, absolutely, there's a lot of passion and emotion here, but it feels like it confuses this person. This person might go hot and cold on you. This person might kind of be in and then out, and there's this feeling of just confusion here for them. I really feel like this person's getting in touch with their emotions, and they're starting to see how this connection was divinely guided, or what lessons they're learning from this. They're starting to gain more clarity about that. They're starting to realize that they can't really run from those emotions, because divine intervention is going to be at play here. And I feel like because they're so close to being able to kind of turn this King of Cups energy in the upright position, it's like Spirit's not letting up is kind of the feeling I'm getting. And that's part of why this person is realizing that it's actually better for them to be in this energy where they are fully exploring and fully even communicating about some of these emotions that they're feeling. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for you, number 2. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I really hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you really soon in another reading. Bye. Hi, number 3. If you were drawn to the Star Spinner Tarot and the Purple Feather, this is going to be your reading. We're going to find out how the person on your mind is currently viewing and feeling about this connection, and how they are currently feeling about you. So before we jump into your reading, I want to talk a little bit about the card that showed up for you at the top of the deck. So in the intro, I showed you one card from the deck, and it happened to be the 3 of Coins. So I'll talk a little bit about that energy before I shuffle it back in and we get started on your reading. So the 3 of Coins, or the 3 of Pentacles, is all about the energy of collaboration, about teamwork. So this could be, first of all, someone that you have worked with. This might be someone that you know from school or from work. it could be that kind of energy, but this is kind of the energy that the two of you make a good team. You might have strengths where they are weak. They may be strong where you are weak. So a nice kind of balance of energy there, and it might make you a really strong and dynamic partnership. This is also kind of the energy of recognizing and valuing each other. So this could be the energy of you seeing that there's something really special about this person and them seeing that in you too. This is very reciprocated energy. This is kind of the energy of like noticing that there's something unique about this person, or there's a special way that the two of you connect, something like that, with this Three of Pentacles energy. So like I said, I'm going to shuffle this back into the deck. And yeah, I just wanted to look at that energy a little bit before we get into the rest of your reading. So let's go ahead and look at how this person is currently viewing this connection in general. How do they currently view this connection? Well, okay, we had the Five of Wands come out. I think it was reversed. It's kind of on its side, so Five of Wands. How do they currently view this connection? It's so interesting that this Five of Wands in reverse energy came out, because with the Three of Coins, I was kind of getting this energy of harmony, or this energy of teamwork, collaboration, working well together. And the Five of Wands in its upright talks a lot about conflicts and problems. In the reverse, we're looking at problems being solved. We're looking at harmony being established. So really interesting. I want to see what else we have. We have the Devil here. There's a lot. There's an intense attraction here. There's a bond, an attachment that they feel to this connection as a whole. I would say that this connection is something that this person doesn't want to lose. And I think for some of you, especially if you have kind of been in a relationship with this person, this might be a situation where this relationship was reconciled, or where they are kind of looking to reconcile something, because there's this feeling of putting problems in the past, putting issues and misunderstandings and disagreements behind the two of you, getting to this place of harmony. So there might have been some sort of conflict in this connection, but they're viewing this as something where the conflict has either ended or where they want it to end. And when we look at this Devil energy, we see there's an attachment to this connection. There's a bond. They feel like there's kind of even a hold on them, keeping them in this connection, keeping them devoted to this connection, and keeping them attached to this connection. Interesting. Let's see what else we can get. How are they currently viewing this connection? I don't want to take all those. That was a whole stack of cards. Let's get a really clear message here. How do they currently view this connection? Wow. Okay. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands. The Emperor. That card showed up in in number 2. The Three of Cups. And the World. I'm seeing a lot of repeated energy here from the other piles. We have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let me try to fit all of this. I didn't intend to take this many cards, but that's what happened. This is what Spirit wants to say, apparently. Wow. It's a lot. Okay. Somebody has walls up in this connection, and I feel like this person is viewing this connection as something that that they need to take charge in. So it's interesting. We have the Emperor energy. almost in like the same location. I don't think I had this many cards, but almost in the same location as it was in pile 2. And this is kind of like the need and the desire to take control of a situation, to be the leader in this situation, to stand up and take charge. And it's like, this person, they view this connection as something that they want to hang on to, something they want to hold on to, something that they want to celebrate. Also something that's really causing this growth and this transformation in them. I feel like someone has walls up or had walls up, and it could be this person. And this is part of this 5 of Wands in reverse, wanting to move past the conflict. So I feel like they recognize that if there was a conflict in this connection, or a conflict inside of them, because the 5 of Wands in reverse can talk about an internal conflict. This internal conflict has to do with the boundaries and the walls that they've put up, or that someone has. So this could be on your part, that there was a wall put up, but they want to move past that. They want to tear that wall down. And there's this desire for them to fall into this energy of the Emperor, to fall into this energy of the leader, to take charge, to not really allow this like this energy to control them or to dominate them. So not allowing these walls to hold them back. There's this energy of support and of celebration. So we're here with the 3 of Cups now. We started out talking about the 3 of coins, or the 3 of Pentacles. We're here again with the 3. Threes oftentimes represent when we're going to put something into action, when we're actually going to realize a little bit of the fruits of whatever labor we've put in so far. And I feel like this person is just like, they view this connection as something that should be celebrated, something that they should enjoy, something that is changing and transforming them. It's causing them to grow. And ultimately something that can lead to this 10 of Cups feeling. And you see, we have a marriage here depicted on this card. So they view this connection as something that can last, something that can stand the test of time, something that's worth the growth and the transformation, something that requires growth and transformation, to be honest with you. They're viewing this as something that, 1, might need to be transformed, but 2, something that's pointed out to them what needs to be transformed in them. There's a lot of chemistry here. So they view this connection as something that is full of that spark, full of that chemistry. Really interesting energy. I feel like this person does want to take the lead, and it could be because they want to break down those walls and those defenses. They kind of view this connection as one that there's a barrier to. And that can be for so many different reasons. That can be an emotional issue. That can be a literal issue inside of your connection in particular, that makes it so that there's a wall, or there's something keeping the 2 of you apart. Distance, outside influences. With the 5 of Wands, sometimes this is outside influences, but it's like something may have come between you. And they're kind of viewing this connection as something that, like, something got in the way of it. But they never got unattached to it with this Devil energy. They never loosened this connection's grip on them. They weren't able to do that, and I don't even think they wanted to do that, because in their mind, this leads to the energy of fulfillment, the energy of family, the energy of a lot of love, support, again, a lot of support, mutual support. Really seeing something in each other. They view this connection in a really, really positive light. And even some of the negativity that shows up here, where there could have been conflict between the 2 of you, or there could have been conflict from some outside force, it's like, even that, they think this connection can survive. This connection can stand the test of time. We can overcome any obstacles that we face, even if this is challenging, even if it's hard to even get this connection off the ground. We can overcome that. We can land in the 10 of Cups energy. That's how they view this connection. Super hopeful. And they just see the impact that this has made on them. This is, to them, realizing this 10 of Cups is like reaching a goal. reaching this, this feeling of like, I've made it. So interesting. Let's look at how this person is viewing you. How do they feel about you? How are they feeling about number 3? How are they currently feeling about number 3? How are they currently feeling about number 3, please? Wow, okay. I can't take all of that. I don't know. It's going to take the top card. I think I have to take them. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fate, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Another 10 showing up here. This person, I feel like this energy of 10, this energy of complete, and this energy of like a perfect 10 is a recurring theme. So I feel like they feel that this relationship is a perfect 10. Maybe it really checks a lot of boxes for them. It really fulfills a lot of their needs, desires, preferences when it comes to relationship or connection. There's a lot there for them. And there, this recurring theme of 10s, that perfect 10, that, that feeling of completion. We have the Sun card. We've got Leo energy here. We also have Leo energy here with this wheel. We have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius with that wheel there. Capricorn energy with the Devil, Aries energy, Libra energy. So we have a lot going on here. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, that's kind of a feeling of maybe even a little bit of regret for some of you. I'm going to get the bottom of the deck on this. Yeah, we have the 5 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. So 5 of Pentacles energy. This person might feel like they abandoned you, like they left you, like they left you to kind of figure things out on your own, or they didn't give you all of the answers when it comes to this connection. I feel like there is a feeling of regret here. I don't know exactly what that's about, but I do feel like, this person wants, wow. There's so much energy here. Let me start here with the Sun card. This person views you as somebody who brings a lot of light, a lot of joy to their life. Somebody who's very warm and compassionate, and someone who they want to put first in their life. They want to put the focus on you. They want to put the focus on this connection. They may have walked away for some of you. I have this 5 of Cups here, this 5 of Coins. Somebody may have walked away from this connection, and they may have walked away because of these walls that we were talking about, these walls that were built up. This could even be that you had to step away from this connection because there were too many walls, there were too many obstacles, there were too many outside influences. Because I am getting this feeling of regret here. I'm getting this feeling of loss, of having to walk away from something that you know is that perfect 10, something that you know is everything you ever wanted, but there's still this need to walk away or to put up these walls or these barriers that keep the connection from flourishing. For some of you, this person's really afraid that they're going to lose you. And these 2 5s here, this 5 of Chalices, 5 of Coins, is all about that fear. And this could be because of something that they did, something, maybe a bad decision that they made, or this inability to let those walls down, let that guard down. Yeah, they view you as somebody who came into their life on divine timing, and who brought a lot of joy into their life, brings a lot of A lot of happiness. And this can also be that they view you as someone who will walk away. That's interesting. So there might be separation in this connection for some of you, and for others of you, this person is afraid that if they don't let these walls down, that they're going to lose you, that you will walk away. But they kind of see this this connection as the prize. It's so interesting because I think this Six of Wands energy came up in the last reading too. So it's kind of like this this energy of a victory. Like if they could work this out with you, or if they could get this started with you, that would be the ultimate victory for them. And they would feel almost like they're kind of working in tandem with this energy of divine timing, because they feel like you came into their life at a divinely guided time. And that in some cases they weren't able to recognize that, or they weren't able to act on that at the time. So interesting. You might want to clarify. I was going to move on to your oracles. Yeah, I got to clarify this. This Five of Cups. This Five of Cups. Why is this Five of Cups here? I feel like this person might feel that they hurt you, or that they abandon you. Why is the Five of Cups here? Again, the 10. The 10 of Pentacles. Maybe this was a connection where the two of you, it was like you had it all, or you had all of those parts that were gonna kind of come together to make this dream. And what they feel like they walked away from, or what you walked away from, or in some cases what they feel like they might lose, is this 10 of Pentacles, which is this family and this potential, this stability, and really realizing all of that with you, stepping away from the perfect 10. It's just so interesting. Why is the Five of Coins here? Why is the Five of Coins here, please? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Is there, I kind of feel like there's this feeling of like this person might have felt that they didn't act soon enough, that they didn't make their decision soon enough, they didn't take charge soon enough, they didn't get the clarity that they needed soon enough, especially when it comes to emotional issues, with this being the Four of Cups. They kind of just sat on this, they wasted time, maybe they didn't address these issues where there were walls being put up, and it's like because of that, they know that they may have made you feel abandoned, or that you actually had to walk away, or they walked away because they're in this position of not being able to make a decision about things, or not feeling confident about their decision, feeling lost. I feel like most of all in this Four of Cups energy, it's like this feeling of being lost, not knowing what direction to go in next. So I do feel like there's this energy of this person might have left you to deal with this, or they feel that that was kind of the impression you were left with, that they intentionally left you to deal with all of this, to deal with these emotions. And again, this could be reversed. I want to see about this Six of Wands, and then we're going to move on to your oracles. Why is the Six of Wands here? What is the victory? What's the win? Why is the Six of Wands here, please? Why is the Six of Wands here? Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands and this Three of Coins again. The victory is you. So I think we already kind of got this. The victory is this Queen of Wands. This person that they see as so bold, so dynamic, so beautiful, so inspiring, someone that they are inspired by, someone who this person has seen what's so special about you. They have seen something very special, very unique about you. This might even be something about you that you've only shown to this person, a connection that you've only made with this person, but they recognize all of that in you. They see they see the value, they see the beauty, they see how this connection is really, really powerful and really worthwhile. And this is why they're in this energy of the Six of Wands around this. They see this as like, if they could get their stuff together, and this doesn't have to mean that they don't have their stuff together, but this is something they want to kind of remain, I'm being pulled back to that Emperor energy. So I'm trying to figure out what that's about. They want to remain almost like in charge, or taking those steps, those appropriate steps, having that forward momentum to make sure that they're nurturing and valuing and appreciating and moving toward this energy here of the Ten of Cups. And they don't want to lose that. So the reason they're in this victory is because they've seen what they're up against, what they could lose. What's interesting too is the Sun and the Queen of Wands. So Leo, Sagittarius energy, really strong. We could also be dealing with Aries energy. And I'm wondering if you're the fire sign in this, because they're seeing a lot of passion and potential. Every time I ask about you, it kind of comes out like really fiery. So this is either the passion that they feel for you, or you might be the fire sign. They also might be a fire sign for some of you, because they want to step into this Emperor energy. And that's not to dominate or to be in control of this connection. It's more to be in control of themselves, or to take forward movement, steps forward, to take charge, to not allow these things to just happen to them, to not allow, if walls are up, if they step into this Emperor energy, they can bring those walls down. And I just feel like this person really wants to move past any mistakes, any misunderstandings, any stalled energy. They're wanting to move forward. They're wanting to fall into that passionate energy, fall into that fiery energy. Very, very interesting. Okay, I want to look at some oracles and see what's going on. This deck is so hard to shuffle. I don't know why. Okay. Let's see here. What are their current feelings for number 3? And this connection. Okay, we have make right over the Emperor. Their focus in terms of this connection is really about what they can actually do, what move they can make. So this can be this person kind of realizing they need to make a decision. They might need to make a move. So this could be about like taking more action, more steps towards you, being bold in their approach, letting you know how they feel. Yeah, making that move is kind of how this is coming across. But this card talks about what we are able to create, kind of what we're in control of. And it's like, I think they're realizing they have control over this. They might even have control over dropping some of those walls, or putting some of this conflict to the side. Or if this conflict was because of outside influences, they might have the power to stop those outside influences from affecting this connection as much. And so they're really focusing on what they can create, what they have control over. And again, that is Emperor energy. So it's just really interesting that that came out right over that Emperor card. They're really focused on trying to get into that fiery energy, that Aries energy of forward momentum, of moving, making changes. Let's grab you another card. Wow, okay. Okay, I've had a little mishap. Hold on 1 second. I'm actually using a tarot deck right now for this, but this tarot deck kind of functions as a oracle deck sometimes. So I'm going to pull one card for you. It really has oracle deck vibes, so we will see. How are they currently feeling about number 3 in this connection? How do they currently feel about number 3 in this connection? So we have the 9 of Mirrors, and this card actually says blindsided. Wow. For some of you where this person does feel like there was a mistake that they made or a decision that they did not make fast enough, because that energy is coming through. I feel like for some of you, this is your energy, and this is what they're trying to almost like make amends. They're trying to fix something that happened before, because they may have felt like they were blindsided, or not. No, like they blindsided you with their decisions. Now, I was kind of picking up on too that they may have felt blindsided. If you cut this person off, if you stepped away from this connection, they may have felt at the time like it came out of nowhere. And to you, it's like, no, it didn't. You know, you probably don't feel like this was a decision that you took lightly, or a decision that happened really fast, or for no reason at all. But for them at the time, they could have felt like they were completely out of control. This could be something that brought them a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, and like it just came out of nowhere. But I feel like with this energy of make and this Emperor energy, they're starting to understand how they could have created a better situation for those of you who are like you were in a connection with this person. They're starting to see where they may have made a mistake. Now, I am also getting the message that for some of you, this person, this connection may have come out of nowhere, and it may have kind of caused them this feeling of, this again is similar energy pile too, like this feeling of really getting in their head about this connection, really getting in maybe even a state of despair, because this card does make me feel like there's a little bit of sadness here. So there could be sadness about missing an opportunity, not speaking up when they should have. But yeah, this kind of feeling of them being taken off guard and not being able to be in control the way that they want to, or the way that they see now they should have been. Let's see what other energies are coming through for you. Number 3. Wow. Wow. Okay. The ever unfolding rose. So this is about, this card actually says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I feel like this is about the way that this person is evolving in terms of how they view this connection. So they may have felt like there were a lot of obstacles, or speaking up about how they feel, sharing their feelings, making a move was all too much. But I feel like they're going through this evolution where they're starting to uncover layers. They're starting to understand themselves more, and they're understanding what actions they can take, what they can do in this scenario, or what needs to be repaired in this scenario. Because as the rose unfolds, we start to see more of the answers. We start to see more of the truth, more of ourselves, and they're starting to see more of themselves in this too. It's also interesting with that 3 of coins energy that talks about really seeing the uniqueness and seeing the value in each other. I feel like this is about peeling back those layers of each other too, and it's like the two of you have really discovered a lot in each other, and the more they know about you, the more they want to know. So it's like this ever as it says, this ever unfolding story, and they're just like, the more they learn about you, the more they want to make this move, or the more they understand about this connection, the more they want to take charge. What other energies are present for number 3, please? Oh, you had 2 cards come out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys had regret and acceptance. Wow. Wow. Okay, I feel like any kind of like past, a lot of you, this is past energy. I feel like this person might have a little bit of regret about what they did or what they didn't do. But the thing about this is, I feel like they've come to terms with it in some way. And it's in this positive way. It's like they've come to terms enough to realize that they do have control over the situation. They did have to acknowledge the mistakes that they've made, or they have to acknowledge the ways that they didn't step up to the plate. But that acceptance of that energy is what's helping them to make a change. That's really interesting. I want to pull this last oracle because I'm wondering about these changes that this person is making. What energy is present for number 3? How is this person feeling about number 3? How does this person feel about number 3? Ask and receive. This person feels like you are something that they asked for, that this connection is something that they asked for and that they desired. This is also, again, making me think that this energy of make and focusing on what we can control, focusing on how we can take energy, how we can move energy forward. I feel like that's the energy that they're in here. They're in this energy of belief with this ask and receive. They're in this energy of taking control, moving things forward, and having some belief that this will work out for them. And I feel almost like this is a situation of like prayers answered when we look at this connection. I feel like if this person has done something to hurt you, they do regret their decisions. Or if they've done something to slow down this connection or to move away from this connection, they do regret these actions that they took. But there is a certain level of acceptance that they have come to, because they have to accept the fact that they did make these choices, that things did play out the way that they did, and that they have the power to change them. So I'm seeing a shift to like a more positive mindset here, and them kind of asking for what they want, even asking the universe for what they want, and how they can have the opportunity to make this move to engage with you the way that they want to communicate with you the way they want to with this 9 of Mirrors energy. Very interesting. Again, it's like the more they see, the more they like, the more they want to move closer to you. The more layers they peel back, the more they want to move closer to you. And it's really giving them the feeling that this was exactly what they asked for. And they kind of have to accept the lesson with the blessing as well. They have to accept the challenge with this victory. They're starting to see that even if there was like a difficult period, even if there was an adjustment period, even if there's things that they need to change about themselves, they're starting to see that in order to move into this energy, to accept exactly what they wanted, exactly what they asked for, they will have to grow and change, and they have the power to do that. So I'm going to pull some messages for you guys. This deck has come in handy for the last couple of readings, so I'm going to do the same for you. I set this deck out and I didn't really know if I would use it, but yeah, it's helpful to get some of these messages. So let's get some messages from your person and just get a better idea of, wow, already cards flipping. Get a better idea of kind of how they're feeling right now. So you had temptation flip. This again came out in reading 2. There's a lot of chemistry here. There's a lot of physical attraction in this connection. And I feel like a lot of that attraction is also coming from this feeling of the ever unfolding rose. It's like, again, the more they get to know you, the deeper that attraction grows. It's not all physical. It's certainly physical, but it's not all physical, because the more they get to understand your personality and like your unique qualities, the things that make you like have a great sense of humor, or the way you handle situations, that's what makes them care for you even more and be more drawn towards you. We have separation here, so they're focusing on their own issues, and we were seeing that for some of you. There is a separation here. There is a situation where someone had to walk away. What are their messages for number 3? How is this person currently feeling? I feel like the way that these cards have come out, temptation, separation, I feel like for those of you in separation, there really is kind of this pull and this draw, this temptation for them to reach out. They're thinking a lot about the separation that the two of you are in, and they're very tempted to close that gap or to attempt to do that right now. We have coldness here, and we have battle of the wits. So this, you may have pulled away from this person or shut them out completely, like we were talking about. So they're feeling like maybe there is a coldness coming from you. And this doesn't even have to be that you feel like you're giving this person the energy of coldness. This can be a feeling of them not being able to reach out to you, or not feeling like they can communicate or say what they want to. So they're just kind of feeling like they don't feel the warmth. You know what I mean? They feel left out in the cold is how I want to put it. And we had the 5 of Pentacles, which is, it's the card of being left out in the cold. So there's kind of this feeling, even if they caused this separation, even if they caused some problem between the two of you, or if this separation was caused by some other force, and it has nothing to do with decisions and choices that either of you made, but it's like they just feel the coldness here. They just don't feel like they can connect with you the way that they want to. Yeah, battle of the wits. Until both of you learn to let your guards down and be vulnerable, this love will continue to be a battle. And I think that's their energy. That's that 7 of Wands energy. Let me get one more. And that's what they learned. That's what's so interesting about this, and why this reading is, it just seems like it has so many layers. There's so many lessons that this person is learning, because like I was saying, they're in this energy of what can I create? What are my actions creating in my life? And how can I change that? Stepping into the Emperor energy, taking charge. And I feel like this Battle of the Wits card is really pointing out a lesson that they've learned. Until both of you learn to let your guards down. It's like they've seen that in themselves. Until I learn to let my guard down and be vulnerable, you know, I might not be able to create exactly what I want out of this situation. So that's what's driving them forward. That's what's moving them forward into this energy of transformation and changing this. We have gesture. Oh my gosh, you guys. I really think that, that for a lot of you, this person, because like we were talking about, making the move, making the decision, whatever it is in your case, this person wants to move toward, and really is moving toward making that move. And so this could be like actually starting this connection, asking you out, making a move towards you, making a move that can't be misinterpreted. Because I feel like there could be a lot of like misinterpretation and miscommunication going on here. And they want to make a bold step that's really easy for you to interpret, that is very clear about how they're feeling. Because a lot of what they think about is the fact that the two of you are not together as much as they want to be, or you're not connected the way that they want to be. They don't want to be in this state of coldness. They want to feel connected to you. They want to feel closer to you. And that could be literally that this hasn't even started yet. So they want to make that romantic gesture. They want to reach out, and this can be to repair things for some of you as well, but they want to reach out. This says that you can expect some kind gesture to help strengthen your connection and to give them a chance to prove themselves. So I think there's a lot of change that's happened in this person. This can be a change in how they're going to approach this relationship, but this can also be a change in them. If they've been someone who's always approached relationships very guarded, this is a change happening in them, and they want the chance to prove even to themselves that they can let these walls down, and they can be vulnerable, and they can make these difficult decisions, and they can make that move, you know? They are coming to terms with the amount of control that they really do have here. I think for a lot of you, the ball is in their court, and they're seeing that the ball is in their court. The next move is on them. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for you. Number 3, thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. I really hope this reading was helpful for you. If it was, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.